All right, just taking a quick look at this juicer. This one's Hazel Quinn, and it's easy to clean. Now, if you've used some juicers before, you kind of know, yeah, you're probably pretty familiar with this whole routine. Guess what? These little filters that they're like stainless steel filters, like every single juicer, they have the same design. And you might say, well, yeah, you want to filter out all the pulp and the fiber. Obviously, you're making juice, right? You're not making a smoothie. So, but the problem is, yeah, guess what? All that pulp and fiber, it gets jammed up in these little holes. So you're not gonna just rinse this thing and have it come clean. You gotta scrub. I mean, you gotta really scrub on these things. If you've juiced before, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, and you're looking at getting into juicing, you might want to take a look at this one right here, because this one, you don't have to really do much, because this one is filter free. There's no filter. And you might say, well, you're going to get pulp in your juice and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a little bit more, you're going to get a little bit more, but guess what? Guess what? Newsflash, the pulp is actually good for you. It's fiber, Now, obviously you don't want it to be like real gritty. It's not going to be like that. It's just going to be more than you would get with a normal juicer. But they claim here that actually, they did a lot of research on this. They probably spent like hours and hours during computer simulations here with this, unique auger that somehow, I don't know, they don't want to spill their secrets here, but yeah, let's just kind of take a look at it. Let's, what can we find out? What can we tell from this image? Yeah, somehow they're just able to feed the pulp, without it coming back down into the juice. So it just keeps pushing it in there. To me, it looks like there's probably just, a tighter clearance here than what you would normally see in most juicers. You can see that it has these little lines too to kind of help feed the pulp in there and not have it actually drop back down into your juice. Now, the one thing about this product though is I hope you like this retro design, this mint green. It's the only one they offer. I don't I don't understand, can't we get some different colors? Can we get one that's maybe just a little bit more modern, doesn't have the retro touches? In fact, it's just weird. Like, you spend all this money to develop a product, it really doesn't cost much to change the colors of these plastic parts. I mean, you literally tell your supplier, I want it to be this color instead of that color. You know what I mean? So yeah, I threw this thing in the Photoshop just to kind of see, this would be like a little bit more of a modern version. But it's all the same parts. So again, I personally, I find this appealing, this, filter-free juicer, but I don't find I don't find the design appealing. So, are they losing customers like me? They probably are. So, can we get a different design here? And then, the thing I would say is, why do I find it appealing though? I mean, if you're going to be juicing once in a while, you might say, well, I'll clean the filter. It's no problem. But guess what? I mean, if you're doing this on a daily basis, is kind of the whole point. Usually you want to kind of get into a routine with this thing, right? You're on a program, something. If you're going to be doing this every day, that cleaning those filters, it's going to discourage you. Really, it is. So, having something like this that's going to be easy to clean, you're just more likely you're more likely to keep juicing every day. So yeah, hopefully you found this overview, this little, chat about this. This is an interesting product. I mean, I'm glad to see it, and hopefully just kind of found this helpful or interesting. And yeah, thanks for watching.